Well, we've got Cindy Larock here from Lewiston, Maine, a longtime contra dancer and friend and promoter of traditional music. She's been to Fiddle Camp and taught dancing. She teaches dancing all over the state and specializes in French Canadian dances, representing her own heritage. So welcome to Maine Fiddle Camp Old-Time Variety Show, Cindy Larock.
Oh, mon plaisir, monsieur.
All right, Cindy. So the reason you're here is that you and I think, had an exciting collaborative project that we got a grant from Maine Arts Commission to produce, and it was all your original inspiration. Then you reached out to me. So tell us about this concept that you came up with.
Okay. Little known fact, Maine has a Maine State March, which is called the Dirigo March. It was composed in 1961, it was selected about 8 years ago as the Maine State March by the Maine State Legislature, and it was written by a Franco-American fellow, Leo Pepin, in Augusta. And so I happened to stumble across it through my affiliation with the Franco-American Archives at Lewis and Auburn College. And I heard it on a recording and said, oh, that's so much fun. That would be so much fun to dance to. And so I decided that when the time was right, we should get it. I should do what I could to get it out to Maine's folk community so everybody could dance to it. But not as a marching band piece, as a fiddleized piece. And that's where Doug comes in.
Yes,
because
you proposed to me to help make this musical dream come alive and connect it up with Maine Fiddle Campers and maybe have it become part of the musical tradition. And so we got a grant to do that. And then
as part of the bicentennial.
As part of the bicentennial. And then Maine Public contacted you to do something with Maine Public Television. Tell us about that.
Yes, I got contacted because the Maine Statehood Day event, which had been postponed from the actual bicentennial year, was going to be done this time, not live, but virtual, because they didn't want to take any chances with the COVID and everything. And they wondered whether we could do something with our Dirigo March musicians. And so, of course, we hadn't been able to do much during COVID to bring people together to play music. But I hit up Doug over the summer and said, hey, Maine Public Broadcasting wants to record this piece. Doug, what do you think? Are we ready to go ahead with it?
Well, I thought it was a great idea. And so I said, yes, Cindy, let's do this. Let's assemble a group of fiddle campers, some of the young fiddlers that you've been helping develop, and then some of classic Maine fiddle campers, and so we came up with your vision of a fiddleized version of the march in a very collaborative way with everybody involved, and Maine Public came out to film it, and we
at your house,
right at my place, and during the course of that, you and Don Cunningham did a little videoing of our rehearsal before we did that for Maine Public, and so I edited up a video of it, and we're going to present it to the Maine Fiddle Campers right now. So here's the first time they can hear and see your vision here for a fiddleized version of Leo Pepin's Dirigo March.
One, two, three, four.
that brings back a fond memory, Cindy. And thank you so much for appearing. And hey, I think maybe might be something in the future more about the Dirigo March. You've got another inspiration, I hear.
Well, my feet can't stand still when I hear that music, so people should stay tuned for the Dirigo quadrille.
All right.
That's all I'm going to say right now.
Okay, we're going to get that out there. Thanks again, Cindy. Bye now.
Bye-bye. Au revoir.